if you start using this one strategy that I'm about to show you, you're going to be gaining 3% every single day on your prop firm account, okay? And this will completely pass your FTMO, expert, elite funded, and pass every other prop firm that you have. So make sure you listen very, very carefully to this video, and let's get straight into it. So what you're going to be doing is only trading within the London killzone, 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. on a 5-minute time frame, okay? So we need to mark out the highs and the lows of Asian session, and then mark out the liquidity. So what we're going to be doing, this is the highest point of Asian session, and this is the lowest point of Asian session right here. Once you actually do this, once you mark out the highs and the lows, what you need to do from here on out becomes very simple. You need to play price forward until price actually mitigates one of these two areas. So let's see, right now it's going towards the downside, and it's completely swept the lows. And once it actually sweeps the lows, what we're going to be doing is marking this out as our liquidity sweep. Right, so as soon as we get this liquidity sweep, what we need to do from here on out becomes very, very simple, right? Once we get a liquidity sweep, we need to find a breakage of structure where fractional highs / lows have completely been swept. Okay, so we need to find a new level of structure, breakage of structure which have been swept towards the upside, because we are trading a reversal, and we can see the fractional high that's most recent is the one right here. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is marking this out as our fractional high. And once price actually comes up to this area and actually does sweep it, this is going to be counted as our market structure shift. So what I'm going to be doing is playing price forward now. You can see it's going towards the upside, and there we go. It's completely smashed our fractional high, right? And as soon as it's done this actually counts as our market structure shift. So once we do get the market structure shift, all we need to do from here on out is identify a fair value gap, and then we overlap the fair value gap with the market structure shift to get a higher probability, and then we execute the trade from then on. Okay, so that's all that's left to do, right? So what I need you to do now is actually overlap the market structure shift with the engulfing candlestick right here, and actually overlap the fair value gap too. So this is the fair value gap also. And once we do actually overlap the fair value gap, all we've got to do from here on out is enter our trade, buy limit, and then we're gonna just wait for it to take profit. But for any serious traders who are out there who are really trying to get funded, listen, the first link in the description is going to do exactly that, because this is a payout on a 200k account, and it's only 4% payout. Arthur came with us and he had nothing, but once he joined MSPass, everything changed. He started getting payouts of $8,000, right? And the best thing is about this, you never pay unless you get a payout. Once you get a payout, that's when you start paying us, right? So we cover 20 to 30% of your account cost. We pass your first account 5 days, and then we get you a payout in 21 days. All right, and you get to keep 70% of the payout, and we only take 30%. There's only a few spots left for this month, so make sure you click the first link in the description as fast as possible. Okay, but anyway, what I'm gonna be doing now is placing our long position right here, and placing our stop loss just below this area of the highlighted area, placing our take profit at Asian sessions highs, right? So what I'm going to be doing is placing our take profit all the way at Asian sessions highs. So this is an easy 6.91 risk to reward ratio trade, and this is what we're going to exactly be executing, right? So if I play price forward now, you're going to see that I just entered right there twice even, and I was going towards upside, and it's gone up and completely smashed take profit at a very, very high volume, very high momentum trade, right? So if I actually do show you how this works on a fundamental level, you're going to completely blow your mind, right? So you're going to wait for Asian session to do whatever it wants, but once it hits your specific trading time, what you're going to be doing is marking out the highs and marking out the lows, right? And once you actually do this, what you need to do from here out becomes very, very simple, because this strategy works very, very well. Now all you're looking for is liquidity. Okay, so what you're looking for right now is liquidity, and whether it actually does sweep it. So we're waiting for price to actually come sweep one of these two areas, and let's say it swept the highs. What we're going to be doing is marking this out as our liquidity sweep. And once we do get the liquidity, what we need to do from here on out becomes very, very serious, right? We need to actually look for a breakage of structure where price actually gives us a very, very good candle, and it actually does sweep our fractional low, right? And this is exactly what I mean by a fractional low, right? So imagine these three types of candles right here. If you imagine these three types of candles, all you need to be doing is looking for the one which is the lowest. So as you can see, this is the lowest type of candle, and what you're going to be doing is actually marking this out as your actual fractional low, because this is the lowest candle which counts as our fractional low. What we're going to be doing is actually replicating that here. Let me go back, get this. So we're going to be actually replicating this here. I'm going to be moving all of this over. So what you're looking for is something like this, but on a smaller scale. So if I just make this a little bit smaller, you're gonna see exactly how this actually does work, right? So you go like this, right? So as soon as we actually do have this in line, what we need to be doing as soon as we have this, actually mark out our fractional low right there. So this will be our fractional low slash market structure shift. And as soon as we actually do get this fractional low slash market structure shift, all we've got to do from here on out is actually wait for price to come back and take out this area. So it will do an action like this, and then it will take out the area. Once it does take it out, all we've got to do is actually mark out our fair value gap, which is in line with this fractional market structure shift. So let me just add the FEG right there, and as soon as we get the FEG, all you've got to do from here on out is actually place your short or long position depending on where price actually broke at the start, and then all you've got to do, place your stop loss just a few pips above the highlighted area and place your take profit at Asian sessions lows. And you can see this is another good trade, which is a 1-to-7 risk to reward ratio. So what I'm going to be doing from here on out is actually waiting for price to come back into this area, bounce off the fair value gap, and then go down and completely smash take profit. This is exactly what we want to see from the charts every single day, and this is exactly how we're going to actually dominate and make 3% every single day on your platform account. But anyway, listen, if you do actually want to join and pass your account in 5 days and get a payout in 21 days, make sure you join the first link in the description and message us to get funded very, very quick. Spaces are running out very, very fast, and you can see the proof right in front of you right here. We also do pass FTMO and expert elite funds. So make sure you join first link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.